Good afternoon, one and all. Now, today I am going to explain about machine learning subject. Myself, Anjaneyulu, assistant professor of MLRIT from CSC department. Today I am going to explain about what is the definition of the machine learning, what are the types of machine learning, what are the examples of the machine learning types. Okay. First, what is the meaning of the learning? What is the meaning of the learning? The ability to improve behavior based on experience. Learning means the ability to improve behavior based on experience is called learning. Okay, the formal definition of what is the learning. Learning is any process by which a system improves performance from experience. Okay, in this machine learning we have some tasks, classifications, categorization or clustering, problem solving and planning and control. Here the prediction. These are the tasks in a machine learning. And come to the difference between the traditional programming and machine learning. In the traditional programming language, computer get the input like program and data by using a data. Based on data, by using a program, computer will produce output. Computer will produce output. This is the traditional programming. And in the machine learning, computer based on data and output. Data and output. The data is a experience data. Already the data is a experienced data, previous data, past data. Okay, previous data or past data. Based on the data output, by using a output, computer will produce a program or rules or models like predictions. Okay, these are the major difference between the machine learning and traditional programming language. And next one is the formal definition of a machine learning. Formal definition of machine learning is, as per Tom Mitchell definition, a computer program is said to learn from experience E with respect to some class of task T and performance measure P. If it is performance at a task in T as measured by P, improve with experience E. This is the formal definition of machine learning and some application of machine learning and some features of machine learning. The class of task and the measure of the performance to be improved based on some sources of experience. Machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence. Machine learning is a part of artificial intelligence. Okay, that provides a system that able to automatically learn and improve from experience without being explicitly programmed. And machine learning focuses on the computer programs that can access data and use it to learn for themselves. Okay, this is the formal definition. And applications of the machine learning: automotive car driving as driverless car, or voice recognition and speech recognition. And one more application is the machine learning in a financial area. Machine learning application is the based on machine learning application, the stocks raises or fall down. Okay, shares are raises and fall down in a financial area. In a machine learning, we have three types of learning problems, three types of applications like supervised machine learning, unsupervised machine learning, and reinforcement machine learning. In a supervised machine learning, describe a class of problems that involves using a model learn mapping between input examples and the target variables. And supervised machine learning is based on past data. Based on past data will predict the output. Okay, here using the previous data or past data. Okay, in a supervised machine learning, there are two main types of supervised learning problems. That is the classification and regression. Classification and regression. In the classification, suppose x1 comma x2 comma x3 comma and so on xk. These are the input instances. Suppose the input instances will predict the outputs are the y1, y2, y3 and so on yk. Based on the inputs will produce the outputs. Okay, in a classification supervised learning problem that involves a prediction a class label. Okay, in a classification predicting a class label. In a regression, a supervised learning problem that involves the predicting a numerical label. Both classification and regression problems may have one or more input variables. That input variables may be any data type, such as numerical variables or categorical variables. Okay, an example of classification problem would be the minus handwritten digits. Handwritten digits. Example, data set where the inputs are the images. Inputs are the images of a handwritten digits. Suppose I am writing a 0 to 9 in one notebook, and I will these 0 to 9 numerics are digits are the input variables. These are the input variables, and the output is a class label like 0 to 9 in a one image. This the output is a class label for that digit. The image represents like 0 to 9 numbers. Okay, an example of regression. Generally regression means suppose we are getting the number of instances like x1, x2, x3 and so on xk. These are the input variables. And the output variables are the y1, y2 and so on yk. These are the output variables. Based on these output variables, here we are finding the average of all outputs. This is all out. Average means regression. Here finding a average means regression. Okay, an example of regression problem would be the Boston house. Okay, regression supervised learning problem that involves a predicting a numerical label. Okay, here the predicting the numerical label. The example of regression problem would be the Boston house prices data set where the inputs are variable that describe a neighborhood and the output is a house price in dollars. Okay, inputs are the describe a neighborhood and the outputs are the price in a dollars. Okay, simply say supervised learning is a train me. Okay, train me. Already I have a fast data. Based on that fast data, I'm learning the feature data. Okay, this is the supervised learning. Here the two types, classification and regression. Examples are the handwritten digits, and one more example is the Boston house prices. Okay, coming to the next one, unsupervised machine learning. Unsupervised machine learning describe a class of problems that involves using a model to describe or extract the relationships in a data. Compared to supervised learning, unsupervised learning operates upon only the input data without outputs or a target variables. Here there is no output, just using the input only. There is no past data in a unsupervised learning. There is no previous data in a unsupervised learning. Okay, past data in only for supervised learning. Here there is no output. There is no output, without output. Okay, or target variables. As such, unsupervised learning does not have a teacher correcting a model. As in case of the supervised learning. Okay, and in a unsupervised learning, there is no instructor, there is no teacher, there is no guide in a unsupervised learning, and the algorithm must learn to make a sense of the data without this guide. Okay, there are any types of unsupervised learning. Here the two types, maybe two types are in the unsupervised learning. Here the clustering and density estimation. Clustering is the unsupervised learning problem that involves finding a groups in data. Okay, clustering means data is divided into groups. Okay, this is the cluster. And density estimation, the purpose of density estimation unsupervised learning problem that involves summarizing the describe of data. Here the sharing the data. Here the distribution of the data. An example of clustering algorithm is K-means clustering. Here the K is the number of K is the K number of clusters in the data. K number of clusters discovered in the data. Okay, an example of density estimation algorithm, kernel density estimation, that involves using a small groups of closely related to data samples to estimate the distribution for a new points in the problem space. Okay, here the clustering and density estimation. Clustering is the K-means clustering example, and density is the kernel density estimation example. And one more example is the additional unsupervised methods may also be used in such as a visualization that involves grouping or plotting the data in a different ways. And projection methods that involves reducing the dimensions of data. Here the visualization and projection. And two more examples in the unsupervised learning. Visualization unsupervised learning problem that involves creating a plots of data. Projection unsupervised learning problem that involves creating a lower dimensional representation of data. Okay, an example of visualization technique would be a scatter plot matrix that creates a one scatter plot of each pair of variable. Here the matrix, here the which pair of variables means x comma y, a comma b, the pair of variables in the data set. Okay, an example of projection method would be principal component analysis. Example of the projection is the principal component analysis that involves summarizing a data set in terms of eigenvalues and eigenvectors. Okay, while linear dependencies are removed. The main goal of the unsupervised machine learning, here the learning problems may be a discover a groups of a similar examples into one class, like within a data, where it is called clustering, or the determine the distribution of the data within the input space is known as the density estimation, or the projection of the data from high dimensional space to down to 2 or 3 dimensions for the purpose of visualization. That is the purpose of the visualization. Okay, and one more learning technique is the reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning describes a class of problems where an agent operates in an environment and the must learn operate using feedback. Here the reinforcement learning is a learning what to do, how to do, map a situation to actions, so as to maximize numerical reward signal. That learner is not told which action to take, but instead must discover which actions yield the most reward by the training them. Okay, here the reinforcement is also known as the semi-supervised learning. Here the semi-supervised learning means in a reinforcement some of the examples are predicting the based on the past data. Okay, some of the problems are solving without past data. Here problem solving is the based on the past data and without past data. Okay, reinforcement learning is also known as the Semi-super